What is up, my fellow quirky people? Today we're back to analyze Venom 2 a little bit more. It has been a great film for Sony. The fans are absolutely loving the chemistry between Venom and Eddie, and that's being reflected in the box office numbers. But what's great is that for a change, even the critics are liking it a bit. I know that 59% is not the greatest of RT scores to have, but it started around 60, and way better than the 30% that the first Venom got. Looking at the differences between the Rotten Tomatoes critic score and the audience scores of the Venom movies, it's clear that the Venom comedy doesn't necessarily work for the critics. But it certainly works for the fans, and that's what matters the most at the end of the day. If you've seen this film, then you'd agree that this film gets a huge support from its post-credits scene. Despite the great performances of Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson, the film may have been a goodish film, but the final scene totally elevated it to greatness. I'm going to talk about spoilers now, so if you haven't seen Venom 2 yet, then go watch it. Or wait for it to arrive in your country. And for those who have, let's talk a little bit more about the post-credits scene. People left the theaters feeling happy about the fact that Venom is now in the MCU, and he might have a crucial role to play in Spider-Man No Way Home. We've already talked about that in our separate video, so be sure to check that out on our channel. But right now, we're going to talk about what Venom said in the first half of the scene. The scene began with a nice little relaxing moment for Eddie as he and Venom were casually watching a soap opera on TV. Then Eddie asked Venom if he was keeping any secrets from him. And Venom replied that he actually had 80 billion light years of hive knowledge from across universes. He told Eddie that it was way too much for his little brain. I believe that this dialogue did three great things. First, it obviously teased the multiverse, which came into play just moments after this dialogue. Because of this line, Venom's transportation to the MCU made more sense. Secondly, we got to know about the Clinter hive mind, which was a big tease for Null and the trillions of other symbiotes across the multiverse. And third, this multiversal tease actually gave us a connection between Sony Pictures' universe of Marvel characters and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man universe. Now, Spider-Man No Way Home is obviously going to bring all four of Sony's universes into play. Venom has already arrived into the MCU, and other characters from Tobey and Andrew's universes are also coming into play. But Venom's hive mind dialogue gave us an exclusive connection between Tom Hardy and Topher Grace's Venom. The knowledge and experience of all symbiotes gets stored in a hive mind, so Venom can actually access the knowledge of other symbiotes. And since he said that the hive mind has knowledge that spans across universes, it is safe to assume that he is aware of what Topher Grace's Venom went through in the Raimiverse. This explains how Venom was able to recognize Spider-Man when he came on screen. I mean, his reaction to seeing Spidey was very peculiar. He didn't just lick Spider-Man because he looked tasty. And he probably didn't even know about Tom Holland's Peter Parker as a person. He simply said, "That guy," and licked the screen. So that means he was aware of the Spider-Man of the multiverse, even though he didn't have a Spidey on his own Earth yet. This is due to the experiences of Topher Grace's Venom and other Venoms or symbiotes being recorded in the hive mind. Because Venom had the knowledge of Topher Grace's Venom's experience with Spider-Man, he straightaway looked at Tom Holland's Spider-Man as an opponent. He knew that all Spider-Men were threats to him and his kind, so his knowledge doesn't set up a nice contest between Tom Hardy's Venom and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But Venom might be willing to take down Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man because of what he did to Grace's Venom in the Raimiverse. But if rumors are true, Venom could get to snack on 3 different Spider-Men in No Way Home. So he is going to have a feast and get a lot of help from the other Spider-Verse villains coming into the MCU. And what's crazy is that Venom might actually break a multiversal taboo as the story develops in the future. As of now, it is confirmed that he will start off by fighting Spider-Man. But we all know that Holland's Spider-Man and Hardy's Venom will not remain enemies. At the end of the day, they are protagonists, and they will team up in the future. So outside the comics, a live-action taboo will be broken between Venom and Spider-Man when they might take on someone like Toxin in Venom 3. It will be nice to see how the future unfolds. Are you excited about Venom and his Spider-Man related future? Let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!